There are places in Cornwall that wear their history proudly. Castles rise above the cliffs, ancient stones stand against the wind, and ruined engine houses cling to the coastline. And then there is Hayle, a town that keeps many of its secrets beneath the tide. Welcome again to Whispers of Cornwall with me, Dan Taylor. Today we're walking through a place where the sea has spent centuries erasing footprints, but never the stories. Most visitors know Hayle for its magnificent beaches. Mile after mile of golden sand stretched towards St Ives Bay, whilst the Atlantic rolls endlessly onto the shore. It feels peaceful, almost too peaceful. These days you'll find surfers chasing waves, dog walkers chasing dogs, and on particularly windy afternoons, tourists chasing their hats. But that's all part of Hayle's charm, because beneath those same sands lies one of Cornwall's oldest forgotten stories. Close your eyes for a moment. Replace the sound of children playing with the roar of furnaces. Exchange the cries of gulls for the thunder of steam hammers. And imagine the glow of molten iron lighting the night sky. 200 years ago, Hayle was one of the industrial hearts of Britain. From Harvey's foundry came giant beam engines, masterpieces of Cornish engineering. These enormous machines travelled across the world, draining mines in Australia, South Africa, and the Americas. The heartbeat of Cornwall echoed across continents. But every heartbeat comes at a cost. The foundry work was dangerous. Iron showed no mercy. One mistake beside a furnace could end a life. Harvey's machinery crushed the careless. Ships built along these walls face the unforgiving Atlantic, where many crews sailed into the storms and never returned. Their families waited on these shores, watching, hoping, praying that a familiar sail would appear on the horizon. But sometimes it never did. And perhaps that's why Hayle has always felt different. As I said, it is not haunted by grand castles or ruined abbeys, but by memory itself. Long before the foundries arrived, another sound was said to echo beneath Cornwall, knocking, tiny taps beneath the earth. Cornish miners believed these came from the knockers, mysterious underground spirits who lived deep inside the rock. Some believed they warned miners away from collapsing tunnels, whilst others believed they tempted greedy men towards disaster. They were said to warn miners of danger although rather unhelpfully they never explained which danger. So, to earn their favour, miners left behind the crusts of their Cornish pasties before returning to daylight. Whether the knockers preferred the crust or simply had excellent taste in pasties, we'll probably never know. Legends, it seems, are capable of travelling further than ships. But Hayle stories do not end beneath the ground. They drift out across the water. For generations, Cornish fishermen spoke quietly of the bucker, a mysterious spirit of the sea. One face brought calm seas and full nets, whilst the other brought storms, empty boats and tragedies. Some crews offered part of their catch before sailing, believing respect was far cheaper than bad luck. Even the bravest fishermen rarely mocked the old traditions, because the sea has a long memory and it never bargains twice. Then there are the Towns, these vast dunes stretching beyond Hayle's beaches. They're beautiful in daylight, but unsettling in the fog. Old stories claim the piskies danced among these grasses after sunset, delighting in leading travellers in circles until dawn. If you found yourself hopelessly lost, there was one curious remedy. Turn an item of clothing inside out. Well, it sounds rather odd, but then again, wandering around in circles, arguing with invisible piskies probably looked even stranger. Whether anyone truly believed it no longer matters, because every legend tells us something about the people who first whispered it. And perhaps that is Hayle's greatest mystery. Not whether ghosts walk its quays, not whether the bucker still watches the bay, and not whether piskies danced across these dunes, but how a place so important could almost disappear from memory. Today, the estuary is peaceful once more. Thousands of migrating birds settle upon its waters. The foundries have fallen silent. The ships are gone. The furnaces are cold. Yet, if you stand here at sunset, when the tide begins to rise and the mist rolls softly across the water, listen carefully. You may hear only the wind, or perhaps, just perhaps, the distant rhythm of a hammer, a knock beneath the earth. Or maybe a whisper carried in from the sea. And perhaps that's the real magic of Hayle. It invites you to smile at the old stories, right up until the moment you begin wondering whether they might contain a grain of truth after all. Because in Cornwall, history is never truly silent. It simply waits for someone willing to listen. Well, thank you for joining me on another journey through Whispers of Cornwall. Until next time, keep listening, because Cornwall is always whispering.